caught the wire. Welcome back to At the Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis. It's more than a fuel station, more than a convenience store. It is your one-stop travel shop on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermilion, and Yankton. And we are talking some 79ers baseball. We have Trent on the line. Trent, how are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Well, that is good to hear. Well, I tell you what, for people that don't know you, why don't you just take a moment to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you, your family, hobbies, interests, anything like that.
Yeah, I'm Trent Guthmiller. I'm from Menno, South Dakota, just north of Yankton, about half an hour. And I play for the 79ers baseball co-op. This will be my third year playing with them. So this will be my last year, too. My family farms on a farm east of Menno, and that's what I do my whole summer, just farm and play baseball pretty well.
Well, that's good. And your family, parents, siblings, you only child?
No, I got 3 siblings. I got 2 sisters and a brother.
All right. What are their names?
I'm the oldest one.
Oh, you're the oldest.
I got a sister named Kylie, and my younger brother Karsten, and another sister Terrelyn.
All right. Kylie, javelin and softball, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep, sure.
I have interviewed her before. All right, well, we're making this a family affair, so excellent.
Yep.
All right, so you've been playing for the 79ers for, this is your third year, and you said it's your last year.
Yep.
So what are you going to be doing in the fall then? What are you doing after this summer?
I'm going to go back to SDSU again this year, going for ag science.
All right, so ag science, what are you hoping to do with that afterwards? Because there are a lot of avenues that go with that. Are you looking to farm with that? Are you looking to maybe go into more agronomy and stuff like that? What are your plans?
Yeah, my original plan was kind of going agronomy, precision ag, but I kind of figured ag science is better because my plan is to take over my grandpa's farm so he can retire when I'm done with college.
Okay. So
those are kind of my plans.
Where does your grandpa farm, and how much does he farm? And if you don't feel like answering that, that's cool too.
No, that's fine. We live about 4 miles east of Menno, and my grandpa, well, my dad's like a mile south, and my grandpa's another mile south, 2 miles south. So it's right next to my dad's farm, and he used to have a dairy, and then he kind of got out of that, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago. Now he kind of just farms grain.
Okay. No livestock then to speak of?
Not anymore.
Okay. Is that something that you'd want to get into? I mean, there's a certain amount of investment that goes in with that, though, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. My dad's got a few big barns that he has cattle and feeder cattle. And me and my siblings actually own a few stock cows that we breed and calve in the spring.
Okay. All right. So
yeah, that'd be the plan, is just to grow that herd there.
Well, that is great. So, yeah, I mean, if you already have kind of the seed, that goes a long way than having to start from scratch, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Well, that is good. So I assume, because you and I were supposed to talk about 10 minutes ago, but you were dropping some corn off. So
yep.
you obviously, if it's what you want to go into, you must enjoy the farm living.
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps me busy.
What is it about farm life and farming that holds appeal to you?
I don't know. I just kind of grew up with it, and it kind of always stuck there in the background. When I was younger, I don't know, it kind of was. It wasn't fun going out to help Dad, but now it's kind of just been growing on me. And older I've gotten, the more equipment I've got to run. I enjoy it.
All right. Well, that is great. And so, what year will you'll be a sophomore at SDSU?
Yep.
All right. Well, excellent. And so, obviously, playing baseball and farming this summer. Any vacation type of plans?
Oh, not really. I don't know. Probably have a small one with my family, but yeah, we stay pretty busy, so it's hard to find vacations because everybody's playing softball or baseball and all the work that goes on.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask. It doesn't sound like you have much, but when you do have downtime, what do you like to do to relax?
Oh, I don't know. Normally, we'll just watch a baseball game or go do something outside, I guess.
All right. So if you're going to watch a baseball game, if you could pick the teams you're watching, who do you want to watch?
I'm a big Kansas City Royals fan.
All right. You guys took it to my Twins over the weekend, so you had to be kind of happy about that.
Yeah, my grandpa's a Twins fan, so.
Oh, see, man,
It's a big deal when they play.
it is. Well, and when I was growing up, they were huge rivals, and so
Yeah.
that is fun. Well, Kansas City, though, I mean, you get the pleasure of watching one of the best players in baseball. Is he one of your favorites, Bobby Witt Jr. there?
Yeah, he's definitely fun to watch. Some of the other guys, the young guys they got coming up, are pretty exciting, even though they haven't had the best year so far. But
Well, I think there's a lot. You know, this might not be the year, but I think they're bound to have some success. I don't necessarily have that same optimism for my Twins, so I might live vicariously through the Royals. So who knows?
yeah,
All
the
right.
Twins were looking pretty good there for a while. They had the best record in the American League, didn't they?
Yeah.
point.
Oh yeah. I mean, they have their stretches where they look good, and then it's kind of like the old saying: when they're good, they're very, very good, but when they're bad, they're horrid type of thing. It's
Yeah,
that's
how it goes.
My aunt, and she's older, and her kids aren't sports fans, and so she and I text during the games, and sometimes I'm busy with broadcasting or whatever, and she'll be like, "Oh, Twins are down 9-0 in the second inning." It's like, I know when I'm getting a text that talks about the Twins, either they're doing really, really well, or it's been a complete train wreck. So it's always interesting.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Yeah. All right. Well, excellent. Well, I want to talk some baseball, but I always like to ask some icebreakers. You willing to answer a few?
Yeah, I suppose.
All right. Hey, one final meal. What are you going to have?
One of the best meals my mom seems to make is chicken Alfredo.
All
And every
right.
time she makes that, like the meal before a game or a day before the game, it seems like my best game that I play when she makes that.
Well, that is good. That is good. Now, do you get garlic bread or breadsticks with that, or is it just strictly the
Yeah, it
chicken?
depends what mood she's in, I guess.
Well, I totally understand that. You're at the mercy of mom. I can understand
Yep.
it. All right. Are you going to have dessert?
I don't know. I'm not a big dessert person. I just like to eat the main meal, and that's about it.
Hey, I can appreciate that. I wish I weren't a dessert person. I would have a lot less weight to lose if I weren't. So I have respect for somebody who can pass those things up. I've learned I just can't even have stuff in the house because I can tell myself I'm going to have one of whatever, and 10 of them later it's like, ooh, I regret every decision I just made. So respect to you for
Yeah.
that. All right.
Yeah.
Now, if you could see any three musical artists from throughout history, so living or dead, live in concert, who would you want to see?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know. I was a big 80s rock guy kind of growing up.
Okay.
So some of those bands I'd probably like to see. And actually, they just came out with the Michael Jackson movie. I don't know if you heard of that.
Yeah.
I just went to watch that last week, and he seemed like he'd been pretty fun to watch in concert. Michael Jackson, just how he moves around.
Yeah, I think so too. He was ahead of his time, that's for sure. So, all right,
Yeah.
and 80s rock like AC/DC, are you thinking that or?
Yeah, sort of. I kind of like some Def Leppard or something like
Ooh,
that too.
Def Leppard, yes.
Types of bands.
Okay, all right. I think you've got yourself some good selections there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, if you could travel back to any point in the Earth's history and be guaranteed safe return one time, to when are you traveling and why?
I don't know. Never really thought about that before. I don't know. I've kind of been I like to watch a lot of documentaries kind of about like world wars.
Okay.
Even though that probably would have been a fun time to live, but it just would have been interesting to see, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, definitely, and especially if you know you have the safe passage, it's worth. It might be interesting to see some of that, especially during World War II. I'm actually listening to listening to a podcast on World War I right now, and it is. It's very,
really?
very interesting in how life would have been different. So, all right, I think that'd be an amazing time. Now, assume all of your basic life needs are met, so you have guaranteed basic food, shelter, clothing, and transportation. Money is no object, but you can only buy one thing. What would you buy?
Ooh. I don't know. It'd probably be a nice big farm.
All right. All right. Money's no object and you're buying the farm, what all do you want? I mean, if somebody said, you know what, here is $10 million to start the farm that you want, What exactly are you going to do? Are you going to mainly focus on grains and stuff, or do you want livestock? What would your dream operation be?
Yeah, I'd probably have a mix of grain and quite a bit of livestock, like a nice feedlot.
All right. Well, and with cattle, and my dad used to do hogs as well, and it just felt like
Oh,
when
yeah.
when one was up, one was down. It never felt like didn't feel like the bottom was going to fall out, but it never felt like you could get quite ahead because one wasn't doing as well as the other all the time. But
Yeah, that's how it is right now.
it is, and I think one of the life lessons from farming, growing up on a farm for myself, is that just putting in the effort and the work doesn't even necessarily guarantee results, does it?
No.
That.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of luck and just depending on the weather.
Yeah, I mean, you are at the mercy of Mother Nature. You're at the mercy of the government and big ag, kind of controlling prices and controlling markets. And so it's a very rewarding life, but it can also be very stressful. So I think that's one of the big things that farm life teaches, is that you can put in all the effort that you want and all the hard work. It still might not yield the results you want, which might be a tough lesson, but it's kind of a good one for life.
Yeah, it makes it exciting, I guess. You never know what's coming.
It does. My theory is it makes it a bit of a roller coaster. Nobody ever pays for a flat roller coaster, do they?
Yeah, it's true.
You like the ups, you like the downs, and you like the loop-de-loops. It makes it interesting. So,
Yeah. It does.
all right. Well, let me ask you this, and I have a feeling I might know some of your answers. And it could be somebody close to home. It can be somebody, a celebrity, whatever. But as you go through life, who is someone or are some people that you hold up as examples and say, if I can live my life like him or her, I'm going to consider myself a success?
Yeah, I'd probably say my grandpa. Like, I don't know, he's always just seemed like he works hard. He's always got a good attitude about what he's doing most of the time, and it's just, works hard, and it's fun to watch sometimes, talk. Like, he's really friendly to be around.
All right, yeah, and that's what I find, and especially old school farmers, and they're almost always willing to drop what they're doing to help a friend or a neighbor.
Yeah,
aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And I say friend and neighbor, and sometimes it's even somebody that maybe they're not even that friendly with, but they're like, oh yeah, it's a person in need. Farmers are amazing that way. So, all right, I kind of thought your grandpa was going to be at least one of the answers, so I'm glad you did not disappoint on that.
Yeah. And he's one of those guys, he'll see a hitchhiker on the side of the road. He'll pick him up and give him food and bring him where he needs to go. He's one of those types of guys.
He sounds like a great guy. I think that's amazing. And I've picked up a hitchhiker or two, and I'm now 50 years old. And my mom's still like, don't pick up a hitchhiker. It's like, God, but if I were walking, I would hope somebody would stop and pick me up. So, and I get the cautionary tales, but it's tough to just drive by somebody, So it sounds like your grandpa's an amazing guy. So, all right.
Yep.
Well, you did great on the icebreakers. Are you okay if we finish up talking some baseball?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Well, you've been part of a program that's seen some nice success over the last few years. What are you anticipating for this season?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a little bit of a rough start this season just because we lost a few guys last year, but we definitely got a good base foundation of players, a lot of good young guys and some older guys that are pretty solid still. So, yeah, I'm hoping I made state last year. Didn't go how we want. I think we got fourth or so, but definitely making back there again this year is definitely high on the list. All
right, and it's your final year playing. Are you going to try to find other avenues for athletics after this, or do you think this will be it for competitive sports for you?
No, I already played for the Menno Mad Frogs, the amateur team in town, so I'll definitely plan on playing for them for a while yet. All
right, so are you going to be there Thursday when they play Irene?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I should be.
All right, well, I'll be there calling the game, so maybe stop over and say hi. I always like putting a face to a name. I talk to so many people on the phone, and then I don't see them, or maybe I see them from afar. Stop by and say hi. I'll be the guy in the headset calling the game. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll be standing out. I got a different color jersey on than the rest of the teams.
That's
play Legion. So
that's right. You don't have the neon green or
no.
They stand out. I mean, it's funny. They stand out on their own as the Menno Mad Frogs. I love the color combo of that team.
Definitely different color scheme.
It really is, but I do love it. I do love it. Now, what position do you play in baseball?
I kind of play anywhere. I mainly pitcher. I like pitching. Depends because the 79ers, we got a lot more infielders, so I'll play outfield for them. But anywhere else, I normally play the infield.
Okay. If somebody said you can pick your position and that's where you stay, what do you think you'd want to play most?
I like pitching. I like that. I probably pick that. Or I like playing the outfield too. It's kind of fun just having to chase down these balls. I kind of like that.
I can understand that. Now, who's a player that you kind of model your game after?
I don't know. I guess the kind of probably one of the good pitchers back in the day.
Right.
Like a good starting pitcher. I can't really name a certain guy, but I grew up watching the Royals back in 2015 when they had the 2014, 2015 when they had those good runs.
All right. Was Zach Greinke part of that?
Players. What was that?
Was Zach Greinke on that team? Was he?
Yeah, I think he was on the team right before that run and like right after it.
Oh, okay.
So that was right around his time.
That's what I thought. So yeah, the Royals have had some great ones go through, and as you look back, as you get prepared for this season, what are some personal goals you have for this final year with the 79ers?
Yeah, I definitely last year pitching, I kind of struggled at the end of the year. I was having some shoulder problems, so I'm hoping to kind of bounce back from that and be able to finish the year out better when it comes to playoffs and hopefully state.
All right. Well,
definitely get a little bit better at the plate too.
Well, I think that'd be amazing. I'm hoping you're able to achieve that, but I'm looking forward to seeing you out there. We'll be, like I said, I'll be calling South Central League games, but I'm going to try to get to some Legion games as well. But Trent, I know you're busy, and talking to me is probably not something you wanted to do, but you felt obligated. And thank you so much for being willing to. I really appreciate it. I hope you don't feel like I wasted your time because I really enjoyed this, man.
Oh, it was fun, yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, my pleasure, and best of luck with everything. We'll be seeing you for baseball, but best of luck with farming. I always love it when somebody says they're coming back and taking over the farm. It warms my heart because it's a great lifestyle and it's a great living, and small town South Dakota and Nebraska, there's something special about it. So best of luck with everything.
There is.
All right, you have a great day, my friend.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Trent Guthmiller of Menno, of the Scotland Menno Freeman Canastota. I'm picturing it, but the 79ers. That's why if you hear me say 79ers, it's just because it's easier. And so just a great young man there. And yeah, I wasn't quite sure because Guthmiller is a name that you see, so I wasn't sure if Kylie was a sister, related. I assumed related, but yeah, so great young family there. Yeah, look forward to seeing him in action. Again, we'll be covering the Mad Frogs this week, and we'll be covering South Central League all summer long. And like I said, I want to get to just to observe and to watch some Legion baseball. So that's on my agenda this summer. All right. And if you'd be interested in sponsoring these conversations, whether it's a Menno conversation or if we want to count this as Freeman or whatever it might be, my YouTube channel is At The Mic with Michael Schumacher, and like this one will probably be put up with the Freeman conversations because it's Freeman, Scotland, Canastota, or I can put it on multiple playlists. I'll probably put it on the Scotland Menno playlist as well. So if you'd like to be a sponsor, just give me a call, 605-661-5858, and we'll get you taken care of because people love to tune in, and I talk about you in the intro, the outro, which is right now. And we'd run an ad for you right after this, and then this would all get uploaded to YouTube after the fact. All right, we'll be back with more. This is At The Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis. It's more than a fuel station, more than a convenience store. It's your one-stop travel shop on Fox Sports Radio.